People ask me all the time, how much do I need to leave the US? And my answer is always the same. It depends. There is no magic number. It's literally entirely based on your lifestyle, where you're going, how you want to live when you get there. It's going to be a U number. Today, I'm going to walk you how to exactly figure that number out so you can stop guessing. Look, a retired couple moving to a rural Mexico will not need as much as a single mom moving to Bangkok or a digital nomad moving to Europe. Some people want a quiet, simple country life. Some people want to be in the middle of the city, going out, living, partying, shopping, exploring, eating all the food because food's amazing. That's going to be a completely different budget, lifestyle, and amount than the person living on a rural farm in the middle of nowhere, waking up to sunrises, going to sleep to sunsets, and the cows and the goats. It's going to be completely different. Your budget has to match your reality. First of all, you need to figure out where you want to live, not just somewhere in Asia, somewhere cheap. You need to know where you're going, what city, and go from there. And if you have three, then you'll do 3 times the work. You'll need to make this plan for each of the cities and countries that you have set your sights on. So those 3 cities, those 2 cities, those 4 cities, you need to do a budget plan for each of those places. Costs will vary greatly. So if you say, okay, you're set on Thailand, where in Thailand? Are you coming to Bangkok? Are you going to live in Chiang Mai? Bangkok is not Chiang Mai. Lisbon is not rural Portugal. Figure out exactly where you want to be. You need to start with researching on places like Numero, or go on Facebook groups. Look at YouTube videos of people that are actually living in that place. After you choose your country or your destination, you have to know your lifestyle. Be honest with yourself. Are you going to be cooking more than eating out? Are you going to stay in that one city? Or are you looking to visit other cities in that country? Visit other countries nearby? Are you looking to live in the city center in a modern apartment with plush and fancy stuff? Are you looking to live in the outskirts, in the country, around the goats and the cows? I know, I feel like I've been talking about goats and cows before. Maybe it's on another app. Know what your lifestyle is, or what you're looking for your lifestyle to be, and go with that. And this is one of the biggest places people lie to themselves about. You're budgeting for, ooh, I can live the cheapest lifestyle because everybody says I can live for $1,000 a month. And then you get here and you see, all the things that you want to do and you want to eat. And then you're like, oh, you're living a $2,000 lifestyle on a $1,000 budget. Or you want to live a $2,000 lifestyle on a $1,000 budget. Be realistic and honest about the type of lifestyle that you're looking to achieve in your new country. Next, you want to create your monthly budget. You want to include the cost of housing, groceries, utility, transportation. Are you buying a car, or are you taking local transportation? Healthcare. You want to include basic necessities, household items. Are you taking the things that you have now, or are you buying things there? You need to prep and get things ready. What kind of things, what kind of monthly expenses are you looking at? And then the big one, emergency. A lot of people do not plan for emergencies. And I've said it before, emergencies happen anywhere you are. It doesn't matter where you are. Something can come up and then boom. Moving abroad doesn't mean life magically stops happening. Somebody may get sick. Your computer breaks. Your phone gets stolen or lost. You need new clothes. You need new shoes. Something comes up. Put that in your budget. Once you know your realistic number, you want to multiply that by 6 to 12 months. So you want to have at least 6 to 12 months of whatever you think or whatever you just calculated that your budget is going to be based on your lifestyle. 6 to 12 months, with 12 months being giving you more breathing room This will help you get settled. You can breathe, you can get situated, start in your new lifestyle, because when you're moving somewhere new, you're going to have a little bit of hiccups. Things are going to happen. You just want to settle in for a little bit. Give yourself 6 to 12 months of breathing room. Once you're done multiplying your living costs per month, you want to look at moving costs. Because when you move somewhere, you're not, yes, Bangkok, if you're talking about Bangkok, and a lot of places in Asia, you will get your place furnished. So that's a plus. If you're looking for a spot, you mostly will get it furnished, so you don't have to get little things. Well, the bigger things. But a lot of times you're going to want your little things. So even though my place was furnished, I still wanted little plants, little random stuff. You're going to make it your own. So yes, it may come staged from the last tenant and just, how they want it. But you want your little thing. You want your own towels. You're going to I bought my own pillows because I'm, it's just a thing. Your own towels. You're getting new mats for the bathroom, or you want a rug in the living room. Like I said, you want plants, you want a little decoration, all those things that you're going to want to live in your new space and make it feel like your home. You got to budget for things like that. And then, of course, since you're just looking to leave, you're going to look at how much it's going to cost in flight to get to where you're going. So you need to budget for flights. If you're paying for extra bags to take some of your valuables and your sentimentals from the US to wherever you're going, you want to look into how much it's going to cost to ship some of the things that you just cannot live without, how much it's going to cost for Airbnb or hotel for the first week or two while you try to find somewhere to live. Might take longer, so you want to adjust depending on how housing is where you're going. If you're going to the Netherlands, you're literally going to be looking for a minute. Coming to Bangkok, Chiang Mai, somewhere in Asia, for the most part, you're going to be able to find something within a couple of days of looking, even a day. So budget for that based on where you're going. Don't just plan for the life that you hope to have. Plan for the reality of how you actually live, and that emergencies can happen. Something can go wrong. The more honest you are now, the less stress you'll be later. So the question isn't how much does it cost to leave the US? The question is, how much does it cost me to live the life that I want to live in my new country? If you are looking to leave the US, I am dropping tons of information. I will say again, I have lots of resources on my blog. I am moving things from one database to the next. So if you go right now, you might see some stuff missing. But if you keep checking, I am trying to update daily, so everything is back to normal. But there's so much information that I'm sharing on here and on my blog to get you out of the US and help you stay there. I made a budget sheet, or like a little workbook that you can download and start your planning. So I will drop the link in the description somewhere down here, so you can go grab it and start planning. Start putting in the work, because moving abroad is not just getting up and saying, okay, I mean, it can be just getting up and saying you're moving, but you have to put the work in, figure it all out, especially if you want to go and stay gone. All right, you guys, check out my other videos, especially if you're coming to Thailand. If you want to go somewhere else, see where else I recommend, or the visas that are easy for Americans to get. I have a second video on that coming up. So there you have choices. You have choices. It's just going to depend on where you want to go, what you want to do, the lifestyle that you want to live. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.